Welcome to my channel. Think happy, be happy. Subscribe now.
Stories of HatimTai, birth of great person. Long ago there was a country called Yemen in Arabistan. King Tai was the ruler of Yemen. He was a very able and just king. The subjects of his kingdom were happy with his kind-hearted and generous nature. With the blessings of his satisfied subjects, the king and his country prospered in every way. The king had all the material luxuries and he believed in sharing it with his people. In spite of all these happiness, King Tai yearned for an heir who would his kingdom and carry his dynasty further. He had many queens but no child to continue his family name further. Everyone was sad for the king because his wealth could give him everything in this world, but it couldn't give him the only happiness that he craved for. All his subjects prayed for him. Then one day God turned kind on the king and he received the good news that his most beloved queen was expecting a child. At last all his sadness and long wait was over. In the due time the queen gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. The king's joy knew no bounds. He orders to celebrate the birth of the prince all through the kingdom. He distributed alms and gifts to the needy. Then the king invited the well-known astrologers of his country. He presented them with jewels and gems and then them to tell the future of the heir to the throne. The astrologers drew a star chart according to the birth time of the prince. They studied the chart and predicted that the newborn child was destined to be a great emperor and an extraordinary human being. They told the king that his son would be very well respected by one and all and he would earn a great name all over the world. The king was very happy. He awarded even more prizes and gifts to them. He named the prince as Hatim. The king made special arrangements for his heir. He appointed separate attendants and nurses to take care of the prince. But all of them were surprised when the prince refused to drink milk. Hatim wouldn't open his eyes nor would he open his mouth to drink the milk. When the king came to know about it, he was very much worried. He called the hakims and renowned physicians of his kingdom, but they couldn't find anything wrong with the prince and they couldn't tell why he was not taking his feeding. Then the king called the same astrologers and asked them what the problem was and why the prince was not ready to drink the milk. The astrologers again studied his birth chart and discussed amongst them. Then they said, "O king, your son is a great and kind soul. 6,000 more children were born on the same day when he was born. So only when those 6,000 babies are fed, then the prince would drink his milk." The king was relieved to know this reason. He immediately gave orders to bring all those 6,000 babies to the palace. He made arrangements for all those small children to live in the same palace and provided attendants for each child. All the babies were given their feeding of milk. And miraculously, the little prince then readily took his feeding. Everyone in the kingdom was very happy to hear the story about their kind-hearted baby prince. Thus his great generosity was evident right from his birth. His father King Tai breathed his last when Hatim was a young boy. Thus the responsibility of the entire kingdom fell on the young shoulders of the prince. But just like his father, Hatim too was dutiful, just, generous and kind-hearted. He was also very kind to the animals. Any common man of his kingdom could easily him during any time of the day. The tales of his generosity brought many needy people from all the corners of the country to his palace. Hatim made everyone happy and nobody was turned away from his door. Thus the name and fame of Hatim spread all over and people praised as well as blessed him.
Please subscribe my channel and encourage me to upload more videos.
Like, comment, share, subscribe and press the bell icon and never miss another update.